You see, dear one, God is the infinite provision, the all, the most wonderful. I mean, we thank him for various details of the day that we put our mind to, or find our mind is put to. We say, well, thank you for this event, and thank you for that provision. And we think, what a lovely day that was. God gave me all these things today. But he gave us infinitely more. Every thought that came, every breath, every moment of time, every atom of this universe around us, all being, and whatever consciousness is, as expressed in this world, and as it is in our eternal being. And whatever he's providing in realms for us that we have no cognition of here as a child. You see, he's our infinite blessing. No wonder it's reasonable, it's the foundation principle of being here, is to love him with all our heart, soul, mind and strength. Because that's what's the only thing that's consistent and rational with the reality of who he is to us. Beyond our ken, our understanding. Only fully in his. May we indeed love you, dearest one, dearest friend. Love you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. So I say thank you, Heavenly Dad, as consistent with the Jesus story, for the sake of those that hear. I suppose because that's what Jesus chose. And perhaps that's still the best choice. For the children of this world that may hear us. But perhaps it's shifted to dearest friend, especially now, as we find ourselves in the 21st century. Perhaps dearest friend is a most acceptable name to him. Look, he's the one we love, overpoweringly, with all heart, soul, mind and strength. Whatever name fits for you, in that order of things, of being, go for it. It might be Jesus, it might still be Lord. You may have that sort of personification in your mind. Maybe dearest friend. Maybe the one you love. You may simply call him love. We don't have a pronoun for a neutrality of gender here. But love is the name of your God. Our God. The only God. I was going to say, but he's much more than that, but love is so overwhelmingly important to us. I'm not sure as I risk doing that. In some ways, love seems to encompass all the other wonderful features of God. Grace, goodness, kindness, peace, joy, hope, meaning to life. wisdom. So we could just call him love. I'm in the habit of referring to other people as love. Of course, it's gender specific. I find it very difficult to say to a fella, hello, love. I do with my sons sometimes because I know that's how I feel, a kindness, a gentleness, a divine mother approach that's in me. From the goodness of my mum, of course, that I've experienced. Translated now into understanding of God, in some sense. I don't know, dear one, there's much uncertainty, isn't there? Do what you find to be a blessing. God will lead you. And perhaps names are very personal between any two individuals. Mum had her pet names for me. It was Bub, Bubby, Will, from the Victorian thing actually, Will-o'-the-Wisp. Floss, as in lightness and joy and bubbles. Floss. Hello, Floss. Yeah. I don't think she ever addressed me as Marshall. Can you come here? You know, to call me by my name would have been, well, that's Dad. Marshall. No, it's not even Dad. Dad wouldn't have used my name. He'd say, boy. Boy, can you do something? Not even that. He'd refer to me as boy. The boy. You know, I think he'd refer to me when he's talking to Mum as the boy. Not even our boy. Unfortunate phrasing in some ways, but I don't think he meant it badly. It's just that he didn't like that name. And that was probably because she got it from a Canadian guy that she knew of, whom she found very attractive, I think. So the name was good for her, but not necessarily good for her husband. Do you see? But he didn't want me to be called Marshall. Oh, a damn silly name. Can't you think of something more useful? John, Dick or Harry or something? Was her reply then. What, Tom, Dick or Harry? Because his relatives were that Uncle Tom and, you know, the very normal Victorian names they were. And Dad was very old-fashioned in his way. Because of his parenthood. 3. Mum, Dad and Auntie permanently in the house. Loving on him. Providing time and finance for him. As her own child. You know, Aunt Pop was as significant to him, I think, as his birth mum in the household. And they were both sisters. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.